Okay, so you've seen the pictures of Petra, right? That incredible city carved from rock. But what if I told you those famous buildings, they're just the tip of the iceberg? Today, we are digging into the real genius of Petra, and trust me, it's about way more than just architecture. We're talking about a deep connection with the land, and even the stars. Yep, there it is, the Rose City. It's famous for a reason, right? I mean, look at it, carved straight out of these amazing pink sandstone cliffs. It's something you see in movies. It feels like a legend. But that spectacular front, it's hiding a story that is so much cooler, so much smarter. So that brings up the big question. How on earth did a whole civilization actually thrive here? What was their secret sauce? How did the people who built this, the Nabataeans, not just build a city, but create something that was in perfect harmony with nature? That's exactly what we're going to get into. Okay, so first things first, we have to start with the most basic, mind-blowing thing about Petra. It wasn't built on the land. It was literally born from the rock. And getting into the city, wow, it's pure drama. You have to walk through this thing called the Sick. It's this super narrow gorge that goes on for about a mile. And the whole time, you've got these cliffs just towering over you, like 300 feet high. It's a natural fortress, sure, but it's also this incredible, dramatic welcome, all designed by nature. And that entrance really tells you everything you need to know about the philosophy of the Nabataeans, the people who built this place. Their whole idea was to make everything look like it belonged there, like it was just an extension of the rock, not some random building plopped on top of it. So you're probably wondering, okay, but how did they do that? Well, get this. They didn't build from the ground up. Nope. They did the exact opposite. They used this incredible top-down carving technique. They climbed to the very top of a cliff, level it out, and then just carved their way down. The amount of planning and pure skill that took, all without a single piece of modern machinery, it's just unbelievable. And what do you get when you use a technique like that? You get this, the absolute icon Al-Khazneh, or the Treasury. This isn't just some building. It's a massive, monumental tomb, probably for a Nabataean king, just pulled right out of a single cliff face. It's the ultimate example of working with what you've got. Okay, so carving these amazing buildings is one thing, but making an entire city livable in the middle of the desert, that is a whole other level of challenge. And this, right here, is where we see the real engineering genius of Petra. Because look, when you're in the desert, survival comes down to one simple thing: water. Without a solid, reliable source of it, a city with thousands of people, it's just not possible. And let me tell you, the Nabataeans were absolute masters of water. They built this unbelievably complex system of channels, dams, and underground cisterns. They figured out how to catch and store every drop of rainwater, how to handle dangerous flash floods by redirecting them through tunnels, and how to get that water to everyone in the city. It was the city's lifeline. It's the reason a metropolis could even exist here. And their smart design didn't stop with water. The rock itself played a huge part. By carving their homes and tombs right into the cliffs, they created natural insulation. Think about it. The thick sandstone would soak up the heat all day, keeping the inside nice and cool. Then at night, it would slowly release that heat, keeping them warm. It's basically ancient air conditioning, built right in. So Petra was in tune with its physical environment, for sure. But it was also a massive hub for trade, a real crossroads of different cultures. And you can literally see that story carved into its walls. Just look at this blend of styles. It's fascinating. On one hand, you can see they were definitely inspired by the Greco-Roman world. You've got those classic Corinthian columns, but then they mixed in their own unique traditions, like these cool, horn-shaped tops for columns and these step-like designs called crow steps. They took what they liked and made it completely, uniquely their own. And you see this unique style all over the place, from the big, fancy royal tombs lining the cliffs, all the way up to the giant monastery, Al-Dir, which is way up in the mountains. Every single one of these amazing structures is proof of how good they were at adapting and creating something new. All right, so to recap, we've got a city that mastered its geology, its climate, and its culture. Pretty impressive, right? But what if I told you the deepest, most hidden layer of Petra's genius design had nothing to do with the Earth at all? I mean, everything we've talked about so far, the carving, the water, the architecture, it's all incredible. But honestly, it's all just an opening act for Petra's biggest secret. Because the real master plan, the hidden blueprint, was all about the heavens. The entire city was designed to align with the sun. And this isn't just a theory. Researchers found that a staggering 85% of Petra's most important monuments have deliberate solar alignments. 85%. There's just no way that's a coincidence. What that means is that the city was basically a giant working clock, a celestial calendar. The most important buildings were perfectly positioned to catch the light of the rising or setting sun on the most important days of the year, the solstices and the equinoxes. And the precision is just mind-blowing. In the urn tomb, for example, on those specific days, a beam of sunlight slices through the doorway and perfectly lights up niches deep inside. Or on the summer solstice, the sun appears to set directly on a sacred peak, linking architecture, the landscape, and the cosmos into one unified design. And like the researchers who figured this all out said, this wasn't just a couple of lucky accidents. This was a deliberate, citywide master plan. It wove their spiritual beliefs right into the very stones of their city. So, you see, when we look at Petra now, we're not just looking at some pretty ruins. We're looking at a perfectly balanced system, a place where every choice, from how to get water to where you put a tomb, was all part of this grand, unified vision that connected them to the earth below and the sky above. And that really leaves you with a big question, doesn't it? Today, we so often build cities that feel like they're fighting against nature. But Petra is this 2,000-year-old reminder that there's another way. If an ancient culture could create something in such perfect harmony with their world, what crucial lessons have we forgotten?